early, so we went and killed some time at a Walmart nearby, and I took a picture. This is a picture of him with the little dog from like the Snow Buddies, Treasure Buddy. This was Treasure Buddies with the dog from those movies, and this is a picture of him with a lampshade on his head. And on this day, I took a picture of him playing in the church playground. This was spring break, and we were able to go watch my son practice for his music and motion group, and that was a picture of him playing the guitar. And this was another, oh, on this day, I don't know if you can see those pants that I'm wearing on this day. Those pants, I had picked those pants out as like my goal pants. And these pants hadn't fit me in like 4 years, and on this day, I was finally able to fit into those pants. On this day, um, a friend of my husband's sent my son Mikey, these Ninja Turtle dolls, which are pretty cool because they're kind of big. They're like, I don't know, like 12, 14 inches, and Mikey really liked them, and he was playing with those, and so I took a picture of him with them and journaled about that. And on this day, my husband and my son and I went to Baskin Robbins, and we had some ice cream, and I used the little thing, the cone wrapper, and I journaled on here. And we went to the movies to see the Lorax, and I put the ticket stubs right there. And on this day, my son had a, I'm sorry, I need to close the door because my mom's alarm went off, and that's music is really annoying me. Hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry. On this day, my son had a performance at Crossroads, and it was kind of early. My youngest son there was bored out of his mind. Uh, I made this like a little flip thing like this. So I put pictures of, there's a picture of that little dog that he had in his backpack. It's like the group mascot. Here's a picture of him with his guitar. Here's a picture of some of the kids. And then here's a picture, took the kids to eat in the food court afterwards. And actually on this day, they were at Crossroads and they were performing and they were being taped um, for oh, I can't think of what the show is called. On KBB in the morning, they actually came out. So that's what they were doing that day. On this day, we took my youngest to Build-A-Bear, and I did this little thing. It kind of flips down like that. And I put all the pictures. Not all the pictures because I took a lot of pictures. I picked some pictures. Put the pictures of him picking out the clothes and stuff. And then this was my husband and my youngest with, it's like a Justin Bieber cutout they have. I think it's in Macy's or something. On this day, Sunday after church, my husband barbecued. He loves barbecuing. And these veggies were so yummy. And this day, oh, this was the same day. And this day we had bought my son this acoustic electric guitar, and he had been at his dad's over the weekend, so we surprised him with it, and you can see his face. He was really surprised. And we got him a guitar bag. On this day, my son was sick, and he stayed home from school. We took him to the doctor, and this was that night after he had taken a shower, and he was playing on Build-A-Bear on the computer, and it was so cute because he had this little doggy sitting right there next to him. So I took a picture of that and talked about that. On this day, I had sent my son outside to go feed the dog, and he had called me outside because he said the sunset looked really pretty. And so I went outside and took a picture of it. And I know here in the picture it looks red, but that's because I edited the picture with some, what do you call it, photo editing thing, I don't know. And so in here it kind of looks red, but it wasn't red. It was like a real pretty pink color. And on this day, my oldest son walks home from school, and he had picked these flowers for me on his way home, and so I took a picture of him and wrote about that. And right here, I used I don't know if you can see, this little tab divider thingy actually came inside this, because this book is an address book, so I used the actual divider page. I didn't cover it or anything. I just left it with that damask pattern thing, which I like. I did cover it in the back. I used uh, this craft paper. On this day, we finally got a new car. That's my husband next to the car, and journaled about that. On this day, I took a picture of my son asleep with this little puppy dog, and I wrote about that, about how he's never really like had a stuffed animal that he takes with him everywhere, that he goes to sleep with and stuff like that, until we got him this little dog. And so I took a picture of him with the little dog. And this page actually that says Friday, and it's like, I don't know if you can see, it's like lined graph. It's a digital scrapbooking download that I got off of a website called Little Musings, and I think it was like 60 journaling cards, which are good because they were in PNG form, so you can size them and make them like, whatever size you want. There was 60 of them, and I believe I paid like $2.59 or something like that. So that was really good, and I really like them because it has a date, and I love graphs, so I thought that was a good deal. Use the and it only comes it only prints one side, but I like figured it out or whatever, like ran my paper in through the printer again, and did them double-sided, which was hard for me. I couldn't figure it out. I had to like flip it over and turn it upside down. On this day, I believe my son had another performance, and this was a picture of him before with his guitar. On this day, this should have been my husband's day off, but he had to work that day, so he took us to eat at IHOP in the morning, and I took a picture of the menu. There's the kids, and this is me and my husband. On this day, this was my husband's first day of vacation, and we did a lot of running around that day because he had decided that he was going to put up a privacy fence in our backyard and sod the backyard because we had like no grass. We had very little grass, and whatever grass we had left, the dog pretty much killed it. So we went to like Home Depot and Lowe's, and we were pricing stuff, and we did a lot. Oh, and that was the first day we went. We decided while he was on vacation we were gonna go running, or try to run, at Woodlawn Lake. That was my first time ever like running outdoors, and it is nothing like running on the treadmill. It was really hard, and I was pooped. We were both pooped and really, really sore the next day. So this is a picture. You probably can't see, but there's blue bonnets over here in the little field next to him, and my picture down here too. And this was in the Home Depot parking lot, and so we took pictures in the blue bonnets. And then we went to go have lunch at Payway's. On this day, we did some more running around. We went and ordered the grass squares and went and picked up stuff at Home Depot. And this was a really pretty picture I took of the clouds when we were driving somewhere that day. On this day, we also did a lot of running around and stuff, and I just journaled right here everything we did that day. We had stopped at Sonic and I got a drink when they have the little happy hour thing, and so I put the little sticker that they stick on your drink with your receipt. On this day, this was the second day we went walking and running at Woodlawn Lake, and I took a picture of the ducks and journaled about our running and walking and stuff. On this day, we laid out all those grass squares in our backyard. We had 4 pallets of grass, which I don't know if you can see very well, but it was a lot of grass, and grass is really heavy, or at least in those squares, or my arms were so sore for days and days after. This was a picture after. You can see our dog right there. So this was all the grass before, and this was after we were all done. And actually it didn't look that green at first. I kind of edited that also in with that photo editing thing, which makes it look really green and pretty, but it didn't look quite like that day. And on this day, I also went and scrapbooked at Mari's house, which I don't know why we didn't think to take a picture of that, but we didn't. I think I was just so tired and I wasn't thinking, but I had a really good time at Mari's and it went by too fast. And so we're planning to get together again in a couple of weeks. I'm looking forward to that. And this was the last day, and my son had another performance that day at it was a Via Bus Rodeo or something like that, and this tag is stuck on there. And this is a picture of all the kids, and this was my son. He had a solo, and there was a whole bunch of like characters walking around like dressed up in those little costumes and stuff. And when he was doing his solo, this H.E. Buddy guy walked up next to him and started dancing, and I thought it was funny. And so I took a picture of that. And that's just blank. That just happened to be the back. So that is it. And it kind of took me a long time to, I guess, get into it and finish this. There was some days where I was behind on quite a few days, and I was kind of pressured, I guess, to like do the pages and not make them look the same, or not just like slap stuff down, and it wasn't like really embellished and stuff like that, which I really like the way Mari does her books. And if I knew how to put a link in the description to her channel or to her videos with her little books, I would post it, but I don't. um I really like the way she makes hers. They're like embellished and they kind of look like little mini layouts, and I guess I'm having a hard time with like kind of making it look like a page and not just like sticking stuff down like pictures on a paper or whatever. But after looking at her little books when we hung out that day, and I've been trying to really stay on top of it this month. I think right now I'm 3 days behind, so as soon as I finish this video I'm going to start working on them. If I stay on top of it, I think I'm liking it a whole lot more, and I think I'm liking my pages a whole lot more. I'm trying more to make them like look like little layouts and stuff. But anyway, so at the end of this month I'll post a video of my April daily journal. So thank you guys for watching. I know this has been a long video. It's going on 30 minutes. I hope I didn't bore you. But thank you for watching, and talk to you later. Bye.